What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Serve the nation if needed. Do important work for the nation if needed. Be loyal to the United States. You have studied hard. You have learned about U.S. government. You have learned about U.S. history and culture. But you don't become a citizen when you pass the test. You become a citizen at your naturalization ceremony when you take the oath of allegiance. An oath is similar to a pledge. An oath is similar to a promise. The oath of allegiance is long, but I think it is important for you to hear. I will read it to you now, and if you want to practice, repeat after me. When you take the oath of allegiance, you raise your right hand and repeat these words. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. You don't need to remember these words. At your naturalization ceremony, an official will read these words, and you will be asked to repeat. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Serve the nation if needed. Do important work for the nation if needed. Be loyal to the United States. On Inauguration Day, we see the President and Vice President make a similar oath. Before the oath, they are President-elect and Vice President-elect. After the oath, they are President and Vice President. Before you say the oath of allegiance, you are a permanent resident. After you repeat the oath of allegiance, you are a citizen. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Serve the nation if needed. Do important work for the nation if needed. Be loyal to the United States. To answer this question, you must say only one of these answers. All of these answers come from the oath of allegiance. When you take the oath of allegiance, you promise all of those things. The answers to this question help us understand the meaning of the oath of allegiance. The answers to this question help us understand all of the promises you make when you become a citizen. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Be loyal to the United States. This answer is similar to the idea of the Pledge of Allegiance. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States, the flag. When you become a citizen, one promise you make is to be loyal to the United States. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. The cultures, languages, and traditions from your country are important. America can be a great country because we have so much diversity of culture. Give up loyalty to other countries. This is about your loyalty to other governments and leaders. This is not about your loyalty to your culture or religion, for example. When you give up loyalty to other countries, you promise that you will not support another government against the United States. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. On January 6th, 2021, people attacked the U.S. Capitol building. They attacked the Capitol on January 6th because this is the day that Congress officially counts the electoral votes. The Constitution gives the Vice President a job on January 6th to count the 538 electoral votes. Donald Trump asked the Vice President, Mike Pence, to reject the electoral votes. The Constitution does not give the Vice President the power to reject electoral votes. Trump was asking Pence to go against the Constitution. Pence said, "My oath to support and defend the Constitution does not give me the power to determine which electoral votes should be counted and which should not." Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. This doesn't mean that you have to support everything the U.S. government does. This doesn't mean you have to support every president. This means that you will support American democracy and won't, for example, try to change the results of a fair election. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Obey the laws of the United States. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. No one is above the law. Obey the laws means follow the laws. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Serve in the United States military if needed. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Serve the nation if needed. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Do important work for the nation if needed. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Serve the nation if needed. Do important work for the nation if needed. These three answers, these three promises, are all connected. Did you notice all three have if needed at the end? That means that these are future promises. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Since 1972, the U.S. military has been voluntary. The men and women who become soldiers choose to join. Before 1972, the United States had a draft system. Men between 18 and 26 could be chosen by lottery to join the military. Men who were drafted and refused to join the military could go to jail. Women can choose to join the United States military, but there is no system to draft women in the United States. What about men who could not fight in war because of religious or moral reasons? This brings us to the next answer. Serve the nation if needed. If there is a draft, and there has not been a draft in the US for about 50 years, if there is a draft and a man has religious or moral reasons why he cannot fight in war, he can work in the military doing office work, for example. He could also work on public projects or help after a disaster. What about the last promise? Do important work for the nation if needed. It's not clear what this important work means. At this time, there is no law requiring citizens to do important work. So, this is a promise for the future. If Congress makes a law requiring citizens to do important work, you promise to do that work when the time comes. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Be loyal to the United States.